and the gate drops. And down in towards turn 1, we saw in final 2 of the junior race, the outside line worked well for William Hoare. Works out well here for Colton Haker and Tadej Blasuziak. The inside line didn't work out well for Cody Webb. He's down in last through that first corner. While out in front, it is Alfredo Gomez just coming down into the sandpit. So Cody Webb with plenty of work to do. Tadej Blasuziak up into 3rd spot just behind Colton Haker. So Haker and Blasuziak doing well in that reverse order grid start. And Haker's actually through in front of his teammate and into the lead. Across the line, it's Haker from Gomez from Blasuziak. And in final 1, we saw that Blasuziak was a good rear gunner for Cody Webb to beat Colton Haker. Now it's all about what Alfredo Gomez can do as a rear gunner for the championship leader, the red plate there of Colton Haker. Haker came into this round 13 points clear of Cody Webb. As it stands right now, the gap is down to 5 points into final 2. But as you can see with Colton Haker out in front, Webb down the order, this really is an opportunity for Colton Haker to take advantage of that outside run down in towards turn 1, staying out of trouble down in towards turn 1. It made the difference for him. Blasuziak through to 2nd in front of Gomez. The gap between himself and Haker is 2 seconds. We saw that Haker was able to close the gap in final 1 between himself and Blasuziak. Is Blasuziak going to be able to do that here in final 2? Cody Webb down in 6th spot as it stands right now. He's just behind Kevin Gallas in 5th, and he knows that he needs to make sure he's able to get himself through into those top 3 spots at the very least. Haker and Blasuziak out in front. Blasuziak nice and smooth through that matrix section. The gap between himself and Haker, it's still 2.5 seconds. Pretty much the same pace last time around from the 2 race leaders. Haker actually pulled out just a couple of tenths of a second. But here in Super Enduro, a gap of 2.5 seconds as you catch all this traffic really is nothing. And there is plenty of traffic for the likes of Cody Webb to get through. He's racing Kevin Gallas here to try and take 5th position. Gallas, of course, the reigning junior world champion. You also have the number 96 in front of them as well, but Webb able to get through on Gallas. He now needs to make sure he's able to get through on Cristobal Guerrero. You can see Colton Haker now, the gap between himself and Tadej Blasuziak. Blasuziak took a 2nd out of Haker last time around. He's on the charge. Haker tries to go around the outside into the log turn, makes that move stick. And now in towards the rock section. Blasuziak needs to make a clean move here on the lap traffic. It's BURNOUT in front of him. Blasuziak does that cut straight across in front of the lap rider. And now as they come through into the matrix, it looks like Haker's been able to stretch that lead. Looks like he's pulled out a 2nd on the opening half of this lap as they come across the line. The gap between Haker and Blasuziak has stretched out. It's over 2 seconds. It's extended by Colton Haker, doing a good job through that lap traffic. Now got Ivan Leonsol to get through on that rock section. Cody Webb up into 3rd position now already, but the gap between himself and his teammate Tadej Blasuziak, it's 10 seconds as we come into the 2nd half of this race. So Cody Webb might be in position here for 15 points for 3rd, but he's got his work cut out for himself if he's going to be able to catch Tadej Blasuziak. Out in front though, Colton Haker, championship leader on that number 10 Husqvarna, trying to answer back to Cody Webb after Webb claimed the Super Pole honours after a technical problem there for Colton Haker. He stalled on his Super Pole lap. He lost 3 points to Cody Webb in that Super Pole session. He lost 5 points in final 1. He's trying to get those 5 points back here in final 2. Last time around, Tadej Blasuziak actually extended the lead over Cody Webb, so Cody Webb really does look like he's just stuck in 3rd position as it stands right now, stuck with a bit of traffic in front of him as well. Plenty of traffic in front of him with BURNOUT and Leonov. We've also got Diego Vieira down in 8th spot on his Yamaha just in front of them as well, so plenty of traffic for Cody Webb to get through. The front of the field though, it's Blasuziak that's starting to close that gap on Colton Haker. Blasuziak last time around pulled in about 4/10 of a second on the race leader, and now as they come through yet more lap traffic, it's Blake Goodside in front of Colton Haker. Haker's been able to make the move through that. You can see there a little bit of a mistake there for the 111 of Tadej Blasuziak. We saw a flash of orange just struggling through the end of the rock section, and now we see the reigning world champion Cody Webb and his KTM just trying to come through in towards the sandpit. We've got just over a minute plus a lap left in this race. Colton Haker, he's been able to stretch that lead over Tadej Blasuziak out to 6.5 seconds, but you can see lots of traffic there in the back markers. Colton Haker, though, able to make his way through without losing any time. But Tadej Blasuziak is going to have to work his way through that group. So it looks like Colton Haker is on the verge of this victory in final 2. Still 45 seconds and a lap remaining. So probably about 3 laps remaining for Colton Haker in this race. Comes across the line, 35 seconds left. Should be 2 laps left here for Colton Haker now. And Haker just nice and comfortable. You can see Blasuziak over the finish line jump in the background. He's just trying to make sure he keeps the race leader honest here. Colton Haker, though, on that number 10 machine, is out in front and looking comfortable. Haker down in towards the fire pit, the rock pit, down in towards the tyres and the matrix. And Haker, as it stands right now, would be able to extend his championship lead to 10 points over Cody Webb as we move towards the final round of the season in Bilbao on April 6th. It's all about who's got momentum heading into that round. And Colton Haker certainly has plenty of momentum in this race out in front. But Cody Webb doing a good job to get himself up into 3rd spot after being caught out on that opening lap and falling all the way down to 13th and last. Tadej Blasuziak that we're looking at now on his final lap on the 111. Blasuziak, he was 2nd in race 1. He's 2nd here in final 2. On course to pick up another 17 points, though, for Blasuziak. Out in front, though, it is Colton Haker that comes across the finish line jump to claim the victory. Colton Haker with the 20 points. And Colton Haker once again able to extend his championship lead. Blasuziak with 2 second-place finishes here in final 1 and final 2. And let's see what the reigning world champion Cody Webb can do. Will he come through in 3rd position? Looks like he's got a comfortable lead over Alfredo Gomez. It's a good damage limitation there for Cody Webb. 3rd position, 15 championship points, but he loses 5 points to Colton Haker in the championship standings. Gomez still hasn't come through to finish this race. Paul Torres is through in 5th position. Alfredo Gomez comes through in 4th position, the last of the on-lap runners. This is the race leader. This is the championship leader. And Colton Haker claiming his 3rd final victory of the season here on that number 10 Husqvarna. And nice and comfortable for Colton Haker as well. He made his way through the lap traffic with ease, and that's why he was able to just continuously extend that lead over Tadej Blasuziak in 2nd spot. 20 championship points though for Colton Haker as we head towards final 3.